Are you struggling with issues related to good health, wealth, or relationships in life? Are you trying to succeed in life at the expense of your health or family relationships? Many of us get so overwhelmed by the fast pace of life that we start neglecting one part of our life in order to achieve our goals. But eventually, we regret when we look back at life. For some of us, despite trying our best, life seems stuck. So today, I am sharing with you 5 secrets of allowing abundance in all areas of your life through the process of aligning of Panch Koshas, the 5 sheaths of consciousness. Hello, I am Sudhanshu Goswami, Yogic Reiki Abundance Coach, and I am on a mission to help 1 million people experience abundance of wealth, health, and loving relationships through inner healing. Panch Koshas, or the 5 sheaths of consciousness, enfold within them the process of unveiling the soul. The concept of koshas has been given in the Brahmanand Valli chapter of Tatriya Upanishad. It describes the layers of human consciousness and the dimensions of the self. Now, the main cause of human suffering, or it's called klesha, as mentioned in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, is the lack of ability to distinguish between what is self and what is non-self. This is termed as avidya, or ignorance about the real nature of things. Avidya, along with asmita, or egoism, raga, or attachment, dvesha, or aversion, and abhinivesha, or fear of death, are the 5 kleshas. The lack of awareness of reality, the sense of egoism, the I amness, the attractions and repulsions towards objects, and the strong attachment for life are the causes of all miseries of life. It is this avidya which prevents us from realizing our true self, represented by our soul or Atma. As we develop an understanding of these 5 koshas, it helps us to slowly peel off these layers and bring us closer to our true identity. The first sheath is the Annamaya Kosh, or the food sheath. It is the outermost sheath sustained by food, which represents our gross body. Our body needs food for its basic sustenance, and hence the name Annamaya Kosha. Our body needs foods. So this sheath is made up of 5 elements called the Panch Mahabhutas. And what are these Panch Mahabhutas? They are earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Now, the 6 vikaras or afflictions of the physical body are: number 1, birth; 2, existence; 3, growth; 4, modification; 5, decay; and 6, death. The soul or Atma is untouched by the destruction of the physical body, as we all are aware. So Annamaya Kosh is the first port of entry into all the deeper sheaths, leading us to the core of our soul. If we take good care of this sheath, keep it healthy, clean, and free of impurities, it becomes easier to access the inner sheaths. Practicing Hatha Yoga, the techniques of asanas, regular physical exercises, healthy diet, all these help in nourishing this kosha. The second sheath is Pranamaya Kosha, or the vital energy sheath. The energy sheath provides us vital energy to sustain various physiological functions like breathing, blood circulation, digestion, our heartbeat, our hormonal functions, the communication between the brain and the cells of the body. So the pranamaya sheath contains the 5 karmendriyas, or we call it as the organs of action. And what are they? The organs of speech, the hands, feet, the organ of procreation and excretion. So pranamaya kosh, along with the mental and intellectual sheaths, they form our subtle body, or we call it as the astral body. This kosha comprises of 5 pranas. They are prana, apan, udan, saman and vyan. Now what does this prana vayu do? The prana regulates all the inputs into our body. That is the foods we eat, the fluids, the air, the sensory inputs and the mental impressions, and has an upward movement. Apan vayu regulates the elimination and reproduction functions like the expulsion of stool and urine, the expelling of menstrual fluid, semen, fetus, and also the carbon dioxide through the breath. And this vayu has a downward movement. Udan vayu regulates the growth of the body, the ability to stand, our enthusiasm, our speech, our effort, all these. The saman vayu regulates the gastrointestinal tract for the digestion of the food. It helps the lungs to absorb oxygen. And in the mind, it registers our sensory and emotional experiences. Vyana. Vyana regulates circulation and moves the food, water, blood and oxygen throughout the body and keeps our emotions and thoughts circulating in the mind. Now, one very important thing is that the pranamaya kosh also has a control over the annamaya kosh, or the physical body. So what does it mean? It means that all the psychosomatic diseases first manifest in the pranamaya kosh before they appear in the physical bodies. So healing of pranamaya kosh is the key to living a disease-free and healthy life. Prana kriyas or pranayams help in nourishing this kosh. Energy healing techniques like Reiki are very powerful to nourish and remove blocks in this kosha. The third is the manomaya kosh, or the mind sheath. Mind governs our cognitive abilities. It interprets the input from our 5 senses. Memories, thoughts, feelings, emotions are all part of the mind. The quality of our thoughts affects our physiology, our moods, our physical body and our responses. And as you all know, stress and consequent health issues is basically a mind issue. Thus, Manomaya Kosh has a strong influence over the Pranamaya Kosh and the Annamaya Kosh. The second sutra of Patanjali Yoga Sutras defines yoga as yogascha chitta vritti nirodha. That means yoga is the restraint of the modifications of the mind stuff. Maharishi Patanjali explains that once the mind is properly restrained, then the seer or the soul can rest in its true nature. The perturbations of the mind, what are called as vrittis, are the cause of human sufferings. When the mind is controlled, we can be very peaceful and happy. Else we always stay in a state of suffering. So as soon as the wheel of avidya or ignorance is removed, we start getting control of the mind. This happens the moment we start moving beyond our ego consciousness or the sense of separation between I and the others. Patanjali's Ashtanga Yoga lays down the techniques for attaining peaceful state of mind through pratyahara, that is the sense withdrawal, through dharana, that means concentration, and meditation. Meditation, if done with a sense of total surrender and devotion, can bring out a total transformation in one's personality and provide a lasting peace. The fourth is Vijnanmaya Kosh, or the intellect, or the intuition sheet. The Vijnanmaya Kosh is the intellect, the buddhi, and the intuitive wisdom sheath. Now it gives us the capability to discriminate between right and wrong, between good and evil. The intellect has got two components. One is controlled by our ego, and it is driven by our samskaras, our past psychic karmic impressions of our previous births. And the other is controlled by pure intuition. Now the ego driven actions lead to pain and suffering, while intuition driven actions provide us satisfaction and happiness. When the mind is in a doubting condition whether to do this action or not, it is the Vijnanmaya Kosh which helps in coming to a determination, I must do this. The right and wrong are in turn governed by our deep rooted beliefs which we have accumulated over many lifetimes. The Vijnanmaya Kosh also controls the Manomaya Kosh. So you see the hierarchy. Our physical body or the Annamaya Kosh is controlled by Pranmaya Kosh, that is our energy body. The Pranmaya Kosh is controlled by Manomaya Kosh or the mind body, and Manomaya Kosh is controlled by Vijnanmaya Kosh, the intellect body. So the devotion and surrender to the Supreme Consciousness along with meditation nourishes this kosha. The fifth is Anandamaya Kosh, or the bliss sheath. Anand means pure joy, bliss. Transcending the other four sheaths leads to an experience of pure joy. Being happy without a reason does not need any sensory input or any of the psychic impressions. This layer is closest to our true self, which is ever pure and ever unchanging. You can experience this bliss through samadhi, which is the last of the 8 limbs of the Ashtanga Yoga. As we make conscious efforts to align our Panchkoshas, we experience the flow of universal abundance into our being. We start getting more clarity on the purpose of our life. We start seeing the interconnectedness of things. Once avidya or the wheel of ignorance is removed, we are open to the abundance of nature. Finding and fulfilling our true purpose in life brings abundance of health, wealth, and loving relationships. Whatever we desire as part of our purpose then manifests effortlessly in our lives. That is the true state of bliss. So if you resonate with this, write down in the comments below in which areas of your life you are feeling a challenge. And also write down what are the key takeaways from this video. And if you like this video, press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get notified of more valuable knowledge. Let's commit together to become the best version of ourselves. Thank you, and may God bless you with abundance of health, wealth, and loving relationships.